All right, coming up, we have your thoughts in the live chat and the memo me, so we know exactly what all the SBAs are thinking about week 1 of MAFS AU. And one of the grooms was previously a drummer in an emo metal band. I promise you will never ever guess who it is. I guess we should rehash live.
You want the trash? I got it all for you. Let's rehash the mess together. A sassy hole that only speaks the truth. Nobody gaslights you better.
Oh, there she is. Hello, I'm Wilko, your trash, mess and drama cruise director. This is our Super Bowl. It lasts for about 3 months, though, so it's a little bit different. It's called Married at First Sight Australia, and we're into season 13. I'm going to get to your comments in the chat in just a moment, but a reminder that this show could contain spoilers for the season, so continue at your own risk. Let's cover all that has happened this week and the spin off screen from the Love Lab Rat themselves. Shall we begin? I say yes. David and Alissa, say hello to them. On episode 1 this week, we got to see exactly what led to the booty bish bride Alissa to say no. No.
No. I just can't. I couldn't possibly marry you at first sight, even that's the show name.
Alissa said no to David at the altar.
I'm really, really sorry. I don't think I can marry you.
Yeah, I completely understand. That's completely understandable.
Not until we get on one knee and propose first.
Wow, do I have to do it right now?
Yeah, you have to get on one knee. No, I'm not going to marry you until you get
Till
down
I
on one
get
knee
down,
and ask me
yeah.
to marry you. I really, really, really need you to do that for me because that is like my dream.
You being a little bitch is my kink.
Speaking to Pedestrian, David said that when Alissa made the demand, he genuinely didn't know if she was joking or trying to test him, especially given the high-pressure environment and the fact that they'd only just met. In that moment, he felt confused and slightly uncomfortable, questioning whether the situation was being turned into a public power play rather than a sincere emotional request. He explains that what ultimately made him go along with it wasn't pressure from the cameras or the guests. It was the realization that Alissa needed reassurance, not dominance. I disagree. From his perspective, choosing to comply, and I love that wording, was less about giving in and more about showing emotional flexibility early on. And emotional flexibility is really all you need to survive in MAFS. When I mean flexible, I mean like Gumby. Very, very flexible. He framed the moment as an early lesson in compromise, one where he decided that meeting his partner's emotional needs mattered more than being technically right. He also, in this article, hints at the rest of the season being an absolute, complete train crash, and I cannot wait. Can also, before I get to your chat, I will in 1 second, can we just talk about the kiss that went on just a little bit too long and there was too much? You know, it's not even that much of a fine line between just not enough of a kiss and too much of a kiss. It's not even a fine line. There's a lot of room, there's a lot of grey area, but I think we crossed a line. I'll try and make this better though. I'll try and make it better. Here we go. Ah, kiss me. Oh, don't put your tongue in there. Lead me down on the I don't think I made it better. I'm really sorry. I really tried, guys. But it does seem that her home city of Adelaide was freaking out that Alissa was headed down the MAFS plank because according to the New Idea, and that is a very credible news source, everyone thought that she was still with her ex Will. It caused a massive stir when people found out that Alissa was going on the show. A source close to the bride alleges. Oh, we love a source. Everyone in Adelaide thought that Will and her were still together. People were doing double takes, the source alleges. Even though they'd broken up, they'd only been seen together not long before she was joining the cast of MAFS. They also say that there are some rumours that Alissa just did this for the fame. What? That's the first, this has never happened before. I'm actually really shocked by that. And apparently it's going to end with her and her ex, Will, back together at the end of this. And it's been backed up by the claim that they don't make it far in the experiment. Apparently she has said to anyone who will listen, deals have already been done. What? Hey, I love Adelaide, but what deals are you making in Adelaide? What deals? What's happening? Anyway, I checked out her ex-level Will's Instagram. It also seems like he's a bit of a micro influencer, not penis, I'm not sure. So it is easy to jump to these conclusions. I would love if any of this is true. I guess we're going to find out. I just don't see how you can expect to play the system like this and get away with it. Like, I just don't, like, how do you think that's actually going to fare? We're going to get to your Memo Me's very soon. Yes, we certainly will. Oh, thank you to Margaret for becoming a member. Oh, thank you so much, Margaret. In the middle of the night, she became a member. And I love that. Let's get to your chats very quickly and say hey to everybody. I'm in Adelaide and I don't even know what deals are being made. Oh, Semi-Cat. If you find out what the deals are, Semi-Cat, you let us know, okay? Because it would be good to know what deals are being made that would have her making some sort of plan with her ex. We know this happens all the time. This is not fresh news. How long till the dinner party? I'll let you know that at the end of the video. Oh my God, he's hooking them in. He's making them wait longer for the information that all the sweet baby angels want. That's coming up very, very soon. I do actually have that answer. I have it for you. All right. Thank you to everybody who is in the chat. I love to see you all. Early bit. I love that. I love that. That's it. That's a teaser as to what's to come. I'm excited. All right, let's keep moving this train ahead because otherwise we're going to run out of time. There is so much stuff for us to cover, and remember, the show starts in like 50 minutes. All right, over with Scott and Gia. Gia was on the radio in Melbourne for her first ever interview, and guess what, guys? She swore live, so I guess she swears as much in real life as the edit is showing.
This is the very first season of MAFS I've watched, and we've got one of the stars in the studio, Gia.
Hi.
Gia,
is it really your first time you watched it?
This is my New Year's resolution. I'm watching MAFS, and your episode is the first one I watched.
And it's a fucking shit show. Sorry. Oh, no, I wasn't supposed to swear.
Oh, no. Oh, God, I love it so much that in the opening seconds of her first radio interview, she just drops a fucking. I love it so much. It's so bogan. It's just phenomenal. She talks that she was initially very happy when Scott turned around, which is interesting wording. They lasted apparently a whole 3 days before the deed had been done. Longer than Beck. Not that I'm judging. It'd take me 5 minutes if I was into them. Also, BT Dubs, if you're keeping a tally, the potty mouth strikes again.
And there is a suggestion you might be the fieriest.
And
not Gia.
You're absolutely right. I am probably the fieriest.
Hang on one second. All right, we're back after another swear word there by Gia.
Oh, God, I love it so much. If you're keeping tally, that's 2 swear words in live radio in 4 minutes. But what we really want to know is what's going on between her and Beck. We know that there's a lot of things that happened at the hens party that we didn't see, but what kind of beef can we expect?
Beck, I mean, you guys all see at the hens. Beck and I have a rivalry the entire season. So you guys are going to see no punch-ons, but a lot of words and, you know, a lot of things happen with her and I, like throughout the whole show.
Did she try to steal your man?
No, she
anyone-
couldn't, let's be real.
Oh, does anyone try to steal anyone's man? Is it cheating? It always is. Don't say no.
No, you'll have to wait and see.
The Channel 9 lady at the back, I've never seen anyone so nervous.
Cheating scandal. You know there's going to be one. Like, if there isn't one, we'd be shocked. She also raves about David in this interview and really sticks up for Farmer Luke, saying that he should go on Farmer Wants a Wife, which really says to us that there's no redemption arc for him and his current TV bride, Melusion. We will see. The question is, will we see wine being thrown this season? And apparently not. Just some rolls of bread, some bread rolls. I don't know if that's real. But I'd love it if people are throwing bread across the table. Throwing anything is a bit of fun. She says there are some real cliques that clash hard, and it's less about relationships and more about the drama in the cliques, which we love. Apparently, other things happened at the hens that we didn't really see from Beck directed at Gia. And that is really what has created the drama for the whole season. She says it will be Cyrell level drama. And her exact words were, oh, it's bad. Which means it's good. Yes. Esbert Long John was on the Today Show talking about how this group of toxic women are really taking centre stage this season.
Well, this year we've got a very interesting dynamic. We've got a group of about 6 women that band together. They call themselves the Boss Babes. They come for everyone. They look to dominate and control the experiment. They go after women that stand up to them. They go after their husbands, and they come after the experts. I think the storyline here is what's appropriate versus what's really toxic behaviour. That's the storyline here.
Tips over, does it?
Absolutely. Their language is incredibly abrasive.
The host there, Sarah Arbo, going, so it tips over into toxic, does it? Sarah, have you ever watched the show? It literally tips over to toxic real quick every single year. Also one of the reasons why we watch. And thank goodness that you're there, John, to hold up a mirror to them. Never mind. It's not what they do at all. Gia was also doing the rounds on TV where she seems to be the producer's favourite at the moment. She's talking about how everything started so strong. So strong.
I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and I knew that I'd probably rub a couple people the wrong way, but I was just trying to be myself and have a good night, really. I wanted to make a big impression. I wanted people to know that they can't really mess with me as well. In the past, I've been a girl that kind of takes shit a little bit.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
I wanted to kind of stand my ground and show who I was.
I know, like, legally they can say shit on morning television, but I don't think they would have loved it. But it is good for you not to take shit. Remember, though, you don't always have to be a complete bitch about it. I mean, keep doing it for this show, though. Also, we know that her dirty little secret was spilled. The one that I don't think should be a secret at all, by Uncle John. He opened his big, huge mouth when he called her a house mum, whatever the fuck that is. And we want to know where they're at the moment, you know, because that was a tense time for everybody.
Poor Uncle John put his foot in his mouth and spilled the beans, but that's what he's like, and I can't hate him for it. So
you know what? We've all got that uncle.
He's unhinged. I mean, look
He's
at me.
unhinged.
You know, he's part of the family.
Yeah, I kind of want a reality show just around Gia's family. Like, it would be just horrendous, but in, like, the best possible way. I really want to know the backstory. Oh, and a comment related to that has one comment of the week. So if that was you, I suggest you go nowhere, because what a celebration for you just around the corner. She also doubles down on her beef with, what's her name? Oh, Beck, yeah.
Who's your beef? Who's your beef with this season?
Beck.
Yeah, I mean, you guys pretty much saw that in the hens.
Gets
Carries
worse?
on. It does. There's a lot of heavy, fiery dinner parties. I'm at the centre of a lot of them,
No.
I'm sorry to say. Could you believe it? Me? Yeah, I mean, it's not just me. You'll see other people come into play, but, I mean, we made the most of it.
We made the most of it. Over with her current TV husband. And as I've noted before, this is Scotty's 4th reality show appearance, but he has said to the Daily Mail that people can think whatever they want. That's what he told the Daily Mail. They don't know me. Everyone who knows me knows that I'm not here for clout. Like, do they really, though? Anyway, let's get to some of your chat. Baggage Beck. Wow, that's a good name for her. Yeah. Baggage Beck. That is good. Shocking she's at the center of drama. Yeah, Deb, we're all, like, really shook by this. Like, I really actually couldn't believe it. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean that she's in the drama? It doesn't make any sense. Hey, remember, you can send a super chat. A super chat at any time. It really does help. Or you can use the link to go and go to rehashed.com.au. It's in the chat, and you can give a little donation there. Shall I check? Oh, we've got one. We've already got a super chat. Super chat. From Sarah. Thank you much, Sarah. She has said, love your work. That is far too kind. That is really far too kind. Oh no, it's really bad drama. We don't even know what to do with drama. Like, what are we meant to do with that? Let's quickly talk about Chris and Brooke. Oh no. Oh, what happened here? Oh, there's clearly something's gone wrong with the system here, guys. I'm really sorry. I don't know why it would do that. It looks like Brooke's so much taller than him. That's weird. That's a really weird thing that's happened. Wait, let me get it off the screen. Wait, how do I do that? Oh, no. Quick, get it off the screen. Chris was particularly polarizing even before we met his TV bride, Brooke. And it seems like some other older MAFS alum are also pissed about him being on the show. Now we've got Katie versus Chris. Katie from the previous season of MAFS has popped up in the media. You remember her? She was with that guy. What was his name? Ben? I think it was Ben. She has done a very long interview, which I sat through with Pedestrian. You are welcome. And she has talked about a bunch of stuff. The takeaways for me are that apparently there was never any talk from Channel 9 for having her in this season, but she did send them an email and say, hey guys, if there's a match for me, just keep me in mind. Katie reiterates that she exited early from her season, and it was actually kind of a blessing in disguise because of how the cast devolved during the year. She talks about how she loves talking about the David and Alissa Neal situation. She says that was super cringe for her.
I felt really gross about it. He's just stripping his manhood, really. He really messed up on that. He should not have got down on one knee. He's gonna be her for time. The power move and the way she dug in was, yeah.
You heard it here first. Now you are Alissa's bitch, David. But the real takeaway for me was how she feels about his fat, shamey little ways. In that same interview, she kind of comes for him a little bit. A lot.
He's a person. No, he's horrendous.
A shit person?
It's not that he has preferences. It's not that he has things that he likes. The way he says it is done in a way to intentionally, and the way he scoffs about it, it's not just preferences. His superiority complex is off the charts. I hate that. I think it's disgusting. And the poor woman that got matched with him, my gosh, still don't deserve that pairing.
Sorry, just Lachlan, who was doing that interview, just going, He was just thinking in his head, yes, keep talking. She had a lot to say the night of the episode as well, the episode of Chris. Chris Neal, remember that guy? Specifically around the kiss and how his mates were so put off by her not giving consent for the kiss, and she jumped on Instagram to share with everybody. You can tell by her face how shook she was by it.
Is this guy serious? I am so deeply disturbed by that. I can't believe they let this kind of person on Married at First Sight. Dangerous attitude to have, and all of his bros, and I'm kind of shocked that they would let somebody like that on, and also put that on air. That's like wow.
It's like their bread and butter, baby.
That's scary. That's a really scary attitude culturally within his friend circle too.
Oh, yeah. Look, I can't disagree, but let's not be so shook. Let's talk about his little boys group who were really out. They were so gross to me. They really grossed me out. I didn't get it all in the rehash because she was a thick rehash already, and I couldn't really get into it with all the reactions of the guys. But they're going to feature in the top 5 moments because it icked me out so much. That's coming up. And you know what Chris has done? He's headed out on the streets of Burleigh to make an out and proud apology, guys. Well, I think it's an apology. I'm not sure. So he crosses the road here, and he's got a cardboard sign, and then it says, no fat chicks, but fat is scribbled out and short is there. So he scribbled out no fat chicks, and now it's just no short chicks, which is kind of weird because if Brooke was just like a bee's dick taller, he would absolutely be fuming. Bee's dick. That's excellent stuff. Hey guys, you can donate anytime by going to rehashed.com.au/donate. The link is in the chat. It really does help. If you're in a position to support, remember, a lot of people aren't because the world is so expensive. But there you will also find other ways to support, like merch, getting a cameo. A couple of people have booked over the weekend. And donating really helps. I will love you forever. I really will. The link is pinned to the top of the chat or in the description below. Let's talk about Rachel and Steve Jr. Not a lot from these two this week. Obviously, I am shook that they haven't had more awkward moments. Obviously, there was the whole how am I going to put this? Hope you're not a loudmouth at the footy because you're a woman blow up thing. But something has come out that's actually very, very, very funny. Like, it's so funny to me. Steve Jr. used to be in a band. I mean, look at him here. This is so different to the mama's boy. The mama's boy that they were painting him out to be. Like, I guess like both things can exist together, like a mama's boy who was also in some sort of emo metal band. But I couldn't love this more. Like, it's just there's shocks in the shock. I just never saw this coming. Hannah from the Offscript podcast has done some digging.
So last night on the first episode of MAFS, we saw Stephen and Rachel get married, and it was actually pretty wholesome. And I've been doing a little deep dive on Stephen's Instagram, and in his MAFS bio, it said that he used to be in a heavy metal band. And just look at these pictures.
I mean, that photo is phenomenal.
Sorry? I know that's from 2013, but I actually wouldn't have recognized him. Again, the lip piercing, the black hair, and I'm assuming he must have been the drummer. But yeah, I'm rooting for you guys. I really hope they work out.
I want to do the emo voice. We'll get to it. Listen, I know it was actually a long time ago, but 2013, 2015 doesn't seem that long ago. I also love that people keep Instagram as some sort of time capsule. I'm obsessed with it. And you know what? I'm actually going to take this a little bit further. SBA de Valeres, there you go, sent me the name of the band, which is apparently Paradox Park, and it was an emo band. And guys, I've got a sample of his drumming for everybody because he was the drummer. Look at him go! Yeah! Look at him! I couldn't be more obsessed with that. Like, what's the bet that the most interesting part of him, I think, never gets brought up on the show? Like, listen. Anyway, I can't do it. All right, some super chats have come through. Super chat. Which I super love. Okay, who are we talking to? We're talking to Lincoln. Thank you to Lincoln, who says, hi, SDA and Ari. I guess Charlie doesn't get a shout out. None of them are in here at the moment because they're upstairs in the aircon. Thank you. Oh, thanks for the entertainment. Thank you, Lincoln. I really appreciate it. That's really nice. Double super chat. Also a super chat from Super Chat. Brooke Hints, who says the best part of MAFS is Rehashed. That is far too kind of you, Brooke. Also, what else we got here? Why can I not see the bottom of this page? YouTube has changed everything and made it everything stupid and really hard. Izzy says, please do a live show, SBAs. Tell our cult leader you'll show up. Oh, you mean a live show? Yeah, there's a lot of people who are saying that they want me to do like a live stage show thing in front of people in Melbourne. If that's something that you want, you got to send me emails, because if you do want it, I can book a venue and I can make it happen. But everyone's going to have to buy tickets for like $10 because I have to pay for the venue. So if that's something that you want, I sound like a parent. If that's something that you really want, like, we can talk about it, okay? But you got to make sure you really want it. All right, let's talk about another human with a peen who has fluffed it with his bride. Their names are Luke, Farmer Luke, and Melusion. And my question is, was Luke really that bad? Like, I know on the wedding day he was late and he was chewing gum while at the altar, which really, the chewing gum was my biggest issue, because I know for an absolute fact now, after digging around, that even though we could use it with our eyes, anyone with half a brain could tell that he was set up by producers with the whole rings thing, the way they filmed it, everything. Elliot from last season, not that we can trust him, but he's come out and said that's bullshit. Katie has also said that it's bullshit. And I have spoken to some, I have, God, I don't want to get people in trouble. There have been some people who have previously worked for Endemol Shine who have told me absolutely. And they've pulled this shit before and some people haven't fallen for it. So Anyway, speaking to Daily Mail now, Luke, who is 30, admitted that the damage had been done before he even reached the altar. He said that day was probably the most stressed I've ever been. I'd never felt nerves like that before. Luke revealed he was around an hour and a half late after realizing the rings had been left behind and he was forced to turn back mid-journey. I wish that he just kind of called out production at this stage. He said he was 15 minutes away, then they had to turn around for the rings. It was a 45-minute drive. It's not a legal marriage. Like, we could have done it without the rings, or they just could have held it. Anyway, they just wanted it for the drama, and Melusion fell for it. Despite the chaos unfolding behind the scenes, Luke admitted that he had a gut feeling that Melissa would already be standing at the altar. Was the gut feeling that producers had completely set you up? I think it was. Something was off, he said. Something was off at the wedding. He said, you're not meant to rush when you get there. It didn't feel right. While Luke apologized repeatedly throughout the ceremony and reception, viewers saw Melissa struggle to move past the rocky start, keeping her distance and later confiding in her mother. Luke says, what was played on the screen was pretty accurate, a reflection of the day. He said, what you saw exactly on TV was how I felt in real life. I was trying to lighten the mood, make jokes, make conversations, but being late had a huge impact. And although Melissa told him it was all good, Luke admitted that the issue continued to linger well into the night. He says the damage was already done. Melusion has also been doing the rounds. Her hometown of Canberra, both of our old stomping ground. She was on the breakfast show with Rod and Gabby, and she wanted to talk about how she saw the wedding play out.
Guys, I'm back! And you're saying your vows and you look over at this bloke you've known for 10 seconds and you can't continue to speak, and then you say to producers...
He was chewing gum sort of with his mouth open.
Is that how you imagined this was going to play out?
No. I spent so long writing my vows because I really wanted them to be like from my heart. And then I'm saying my vows and I look up and I just hear this coming out
very
of his
distracting.
Mouth. And I was like, please tell me like this is, am I getting punched? Is
Oh,
this
no.
a prank? And
Oh,
all
no.
I'm thinking is, oh my God, like my mum is watching this. I spent so long writing these vows and this stranger is standing in front of me chewing gum. I'm like, are you even listening to me? Because all I can hear is your gum. Surely all you can hear is the sound of yourself chewing too. Kind of gave me the ick immediately. The only thing I was thinking, like when I started to walk down the aisle, is before I actually got there, I was like, oh my God, like he's there, he's met my mum, he's met my sister, I'm so excited. And then I get there, I start walking down and no one's turning around to look at me, and I was like, okay, this is weird. And then I realized there's no one there at the end, and I don't know, my heart just sort of sank. I was like, oh man.
It's not the note. It's not the note you want to start on.
And also, like, I was so nervous and anxious. Like, I had all these thoughts in my head. So in that moment, I was like, why me?
Oh, why me? Yeah, but how did you feel about all the princess bullshit you kept going on with? Let's ask her that question, Rod and Gabby. And as we heard earlier, I don't think these guys last long. So who knows? We're going to get to your memo me's at the end of this. There's a lot of thoughts and feelings with everyone who has sent their memo me. You still have time to email it. You can email one if you want to record it quickly and make it short, because I think they're too long. I love you all, but they're too long, and you all knew that they were too long because you said it in your emails. We'll get to them. Memo me at rehashed.com.au. Let's talk about another bride and groom who I don't think are going to last long. Danny has spoken to the Daily Mail, and he said that while watching it back, it brought back so many memories of how he joked about the jail thing, and that's not how it landed at all for Beck. He said she looked beautiful in her dress. I was trying to take it all in. I knew it was going to be a moment that I hopefully only do once in my life. I love because, again, you have to see MAFS and you have to keep your expectations, keep them at an appropriate level. He says that people in England are cheekier, and it's a cultural difference about the joke, and it really hurts me that Australians are seeing that we can't take a joke, and it's thanks to Beck. He also talks about the whole lack of sexual chemistry, saying he didn't say there was no connection. What he said was our sexual chemistry is low. Our sexual chemistry is low. He said if I was to lie to Beck, You might spare her feelings in that moment, but in the long run, she's going to be more hurt, he insisted. Danny also added that their relationship had so many positives at the time, and the chemistry concern was the only issue he believed that they needed to work through. Can't see this one lasting. Not with all that eye cheating that he does. Speaking of Beck, though, she's been called out. There's also been a claim made on Reddit that it's made the Daily Mail, which is really not that much of a jump, that during her time, if you have a little look at these pictures, during her time in her wedding episode on Wednesday, she sold a story that she'd really worked on herself, saying things along the lines of, I always felt like the chubby girl. These photos are apparently taken, let's move my big skull, at the same time. But one of them on the left looks a lot chubbier than the one that is currently on her Instagram, the one on the right. Did she not think people... Oh, this is what somebody said in the comments on Reddit. Did she not think people would check her old Instagram posts and realize that she photoshopped it? Now, imagine, just for 1 second, that she told AI to make her look fatter in the photo for sympathy in the edit. I can't imagine that that's real. If it is, wild. That's so wild. Like, I love it and I hate it. Like, it's bad for everybody and bad for you, and you shouldn't do that. But also, wow, that's absolutely crazy. Let's get to some of your chats. I think someone has become a member. Oh, hello, member. Vintage Kerry has become a member. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. And to everybody who is sending through the super chats and also donating. And, oh, wow, we've got some more memes come through. Thank you very much to Brooke, who has donated at rehashed.com.au. Also, shout out to Marie. Thank you, Marie. And to Kerry. Thank you, Kerry, with a very generous donation. Kerry, that's loving me too much. I absolutely love it, but it's going to make me feel too special, and my ego is going to get out of control. I really do appreciate it. Let's get to some of your comments. She thinks she does good banter. Hanging shit on people isn't better. I agree with that. I think she thinks she's being funny, or she's trying to mask it as sort of funny. I think I said this in the rehash, but she's just being mean. And she's negging the whole time. I thought it was the trend where you pose differently, which makes people look fatter than so. Maybe I do that in the mirror every day, where I'm like, I look in one mirror in the bathroom and I go, I look all right. And then I get to the one in the bedroom and I go, well, I've put on 7 kilos between the walk from the bathroom to the bedroom. Wait, so she faked being overweight and losing it. Apparently. Well, people said that she was bigger. This is all from Reddit. I don't know if I believe any of this. It's just that it made it in the news. And again, it's my job to bring you stuff. Beck gives Jack a run for money. Yeah, a little bit. But I like, maybe not as, I think for me, Jackie was really confusing. But I also, like, she was too confusing that I couldn't latch onto it. Like Beck, I can kind of look at her insecurities and I go, oh, I can kind of see what's driving you here. Rangali, you've made it to a live show. Hello to you as well. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so in one of the episodes, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was episode 3. I said to you, because I had this idea of my reality show, right? You heard it here first. I was going to do a reality show, and I said, what happens if MAFS take it a step further? Because they've already tried to take it a step further with Love Triangle, and that's on Stan, which I really love that, and I think it's underrated. It's a little bit shorter of a show, which is much more palatable for me to do a rehash of. I think it's like 16 episodes. That's including the reunion. Anyway, they've done some crazy things on that show, and they've been inspired this season with a bride that you're going to see tonight. You'll see exactly what I mean. But I wanted to say, what if they got 2 people that they've matched with the science, but what they do is they get the sperm from the guy and the egg from the girl and they fertilize it. And by the time she gets down the aisle, she's pregnant. This is all a joke. But I said to you, what are the names of what should I name this show? And I tell you what, you've delivered. Let's talk about Knocked Up, Then Rocked Up. Oh, I love it so much. That's a really good one. Here's a bunch of them. Also, Craving Love, Parents at First Sight, Knocked Up Blind, Married at First Trimester, which I do really love that one. Love or child support. Who's your daddy? Now, like for this channel, that's perfect. Who's your daddy? I mean, come on. Family First, which does kind of feel like a political party that I wouldn't support. Shotgun Wedding. Shotgun Wedding is good. You know what I mean? Like that is because it's already a current phrase. And I'm a baby, get me out of here. And then I think I've got more. Wait. There's another one. Where's the other one? Here we go. Knocked up. It's so dumb. Knock up. Knock up. You get it? Because it's knocking on the door. And the winner for me, and I think the winner for you as well, because it got the most likes in the comments, the show should be called Fertilized at First Sight. So congratulations to Gigi. Gigi is the winner. Fertilized at First Sight, which is absolutely fucking bonkers and perfect. It is absolutely perfect for this show. All right, let's get to some of your comments quickly and then to the memo me's. I've moved all the buttons around. Did Deb put a good one in the chat and did I miss it? Oh my goodness. I have to get to your chats. All right, here we go. What have I missed? What I'm Wait. They should do MAFS All-Stars. Oh, yes. Let me pick. Oh, that's actually really great. ULD, that's really great. I really love that. Tim would hate his show, Slim and Petite. Oh, right. He would hate this show. Yeah. I think he'd hate anything I make. Another clicks. Are Jax and Clint still together? Yes, they are. As far as I know, and I checked not yesterday, but the day before. It's not something I check all the time. But yeah, red flag, fertilized at first. Fuck, that's good. That's actually a really good one too, Casper. Yeah. All right. You guys have been absolutely fantastic, but it's time for Memo Me's. Oh my goodness. The Memo Me's. All right, we've got a few to get through. You can send your thoughts to memome@rehashed.com.au for another season. I think she was pretty consistent during MAFS UK. She's back. It's Mary, everyone.
Hi, Wilko.
Hey, Mary.
I cannot tell you how gorgeous it is to have a new season of you.
Oh, that's kind.
Obviously, Married at First Sight Australia
Oh,
too.
yeah.
But mostly you. Yay. Oh, it's so great. And here, the couples so far, they are not disappointing in the trash, mess and drama department, that's for sure. My Tuppensworth so far, for what it's worth. Beck and Dan, yikes. My Danaconda, don't. My Danaconda, don't. Oh my gosh, why? Why does she keep poking him and poking him? Like, she just keeps antagonizing him so much. Oh, the poor fella. Like, are we missing something? Has he actually been awful to her and we just haven't seen it? Anyway.
Maybe.
Also, how much have we seen him swimming? Like, just doing like
a lot of people commented about that on Reddit, yes.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And honestly, I thought, I might be wrong, but I thought I saw during their honeymoon din-dins date thing, I thought I saw a wee thought cross his face that to me looked like, do you think I could swim back to England from here? Honestly though, in all seriousness, I genuinely just want to give Beck like a big hug because I feel like she's picking fights in all the wrong places. Like, honey,
I agree.
Gosh, as my granny would have said to me, love, calm your ham. Honest to God, seriously. With another couple, Mel and Luke, Melissa, Princess Peach, perhaps. Like, oh my goodness, we're bored, honey. We're bored so much with these exceptionally high standards. Like, what even is it? Stop. Like, of course,
she's
us
a
girls
princess,
only deserve
Mary.
all the good things. Like,
Princess
that goes
Mary.
without saying. But jeepers creepers, give the guy a chance. Get over yourself, honey. Like, so far he seems to be he seems to be like a decent guy. Like, give him a break. Again, calm your ham. Anyway, do you know what? I'm actually nervous for the first big din-dins party because like getting all those big personalities herded into the one confined space. It's definitely going to be interesting. And I reckon we all might be in need in some of those like those tummy things, the Bally Belly
Mylanta
bum remedies or whatever the hell they were called. Mel and Nick were talking about it, their pizza date, just to help us digest it all. Anywho, love you, Daddy. Bye.
Thank you very much, Mary, for your memo me. Oh, the detail in all these memo me's. They are incredible. SBA member, Deb.
Hey, Wilko, it's Deb.
Hey, Deb.
Time for another season of Trash, Mess and Drama and Married at First Sight Season 13. On to this year's couples. Alissa and David. I do think it would have been funnier if Alissa sort of said, I can't marry you. I need to pop to the loo first. The power play of get down on one knee, no, yes, no, yes, no. It got old really, really fast.
Yeah.
Rachel and Stephen Jr. Did find it a little funny that it was, I think, Stephen's sister who pointed out that mum's crying because her favourite child is getting married. I reckon the producers are going to do Rachel dirty with the constant laughing crap that they kept playing off.
Yeah. I hope they stop that.
High maintenance. Like, honestly, just get over it. He was late. We all know it was a producer plant. We all know it was a product promotion plant type thing. Yes, chewing gum was wrong. I understand being upset about that. But there's a time and place. Just move on. Okay? Build your bridge. Gia and Scott. I get Gia wanted to tell Scott about having a child and being the one to tell him. But just blurting out going, I have a kid. To me, I'm like, oh, gee, great. You couldn't frame it a little bit nicer, like I have a daughter.
Well, so just be a bit happier about
how he felt like that. Hopefully they can build more on just this sexual attraction they seem to have with each other and they take their time. Chris and Brooke. I say let's take bets on how long this one lasts. I reckon they're going to be amongst the first ones out the door, without a doubt. Chris is going to have that full personality come out. Brooke's just going to be like, nah, done, dusted, go. You're not for me, sorry. Denny and Beck. I think Beck still has some insecurities about what happened in her past. She's projecting a lot of that into the relationship. Although it would feel shit if you've slept with your husband and then he turns around and is like, no sexual chemistry.
Yeah, that would be awful. Yes, agreed.
I personally would feel crap as well. Endemol needs to release the secret hard drives and the footage to prove whether or not Denny really was checking out some random chick at the resort or if he just happened to be looking around.
Reunion footage, I think.
Bex just turned around and figured he's clocked this woman every single time. The nicest wedding so far, Rebecca and Stephen Sr. I think her son was very sweet with what he was saying to her and the way it was done. I do hope that they go further. Who knows? Let's face it. Most of this is all for our entertainment.
That's true.
No one really cares or looks to see if they will end up starting. But I'm going to take a bet that Melusion and Luke are going to be the first couple out the door because Luke is not going to put up with that crap.
He might, though.
I wouldn't do it myself. It's just like, nah, sorry, high maintenance, can't cope. Could she be the next Jack? Bye.
Bye. Thank you, SPA member Deb. All very good questions. All right, we've really got to get through these guys. Antonia has given me permission to stop hers because she knows it's too long. So, and we're running out of time. Because here on the East Coast, the show is actually going to start. So, Antonia.
Hello, Wilko and Sweet Baby Angel fam. It's great that we're all back for MAFS. I'm just trying to go through this as quickly as possible because there is so much to talk about.
I know.
But I was very glad that the Bachelor and Bachelorette parties gave us targets to the villains of the piece and which is Chris and Gia. And I was really hoping that they were going to get paired, but sadly that did not come true. But anyways, so the first marriage was with Alissa and David. I think they're going to be okay for now. From what I saw, the whole thing with propose to me before we get married, I did see kind of the power play of it, but at the same time, she's hot, so I knew David was going to do it. I am glad that she said sorry afterwards.
She's hot.
And then, the honeymoon was going great, so that was good. Rachel and Steven, I thought they were a good pair, and I knew the producers did her dirty with the laughing, because she doesn't laugh that much, I don't think, but yeah, even when you can go through the footage, you can see the edits they made to make her laugh longer and longer and longer, so... the one thing is that I do wish Rachel had a little bit more confidence in herself. I I have always been dealing with my weight, so I can understand what she means by that. But demanding a compliment without really knowing the guy was kind of weird. Like, I know it's mostly that they would say it, but Steven is kind of, like he said, a dork and a goofball. So, but yeah, I did like that they were talking about it. But then when it came to the honeymoon, everything was going fine until the comment about footy, and I did think she kind of blew it over proportion. I might be on the minority on this. But
no,
yeah, but Steven did take the joke a little too far. But yeah, I didn't get this whole thing of don't paint me in a bad light, where I'm like, I don't think he was trying to, but yeah, but then he did the classic guy thing of I'm sorry you feel that way, which I'm like, that would have just taken me over the edge. But anyways, moving on. We have so many people. Mel and Luke, I'm so sorry, Wilko. I know Mel was your coworker, but dang, is she a little delulu. Yeah, when she was saying she wanted it like a fairy tale.
That's what she's got.
And, she wanted it just like, you got mail, which you pointed out. And I also pointed out that, that they hated each other. So I guess perfect. She's on that track.
Yeah.
I did think it was a bit shady of the producers to make him late with the rings. Cause I was like, yeah, someone could pick that up from producing. And then they could have made her, wait in the limo or, take a ride in the limo so she wasn't early. I think that, she was being kind of cruel to Luke that, she's like, we can't sleep in the same bed and blah, blah, blah. And then, she already kind of told on herself when it came to the whole thing of, oh, I can't wait to see where they take me, I mean us. So I don't have much hope
I love that.
Gia and
Where
Scott,
am I going?
They're kind of blah, in my opinion. They seem to both like each other, but I know that their two egos are going to get in the way. Kind of the same with Brooke and Chris. Chris, I don't like him. He is very egotistical and vain, and he lied to Brooke saying that, personality really. I'm like, no, we saw you at the bachelor party, like, relax. So and then Brooke seems okay, but I think that the whole cheating thing is going to come back up, and I think that's where she lashes out in the preview for one of the dinner parties, but we'll see.
Okay, I have to cut you there. I think, Antonia, it was excellent. But I'm actually going to be late because we still have the top 5 to get through and the comment of the week. And I still have more memo me's. Thank you very much, Antonia. I love you sending them through. If you do send them, you can talk as much as you like, but I will have to cut them sometimes. All right. El Cid has sent one through.
Wilko, it is Elsa 932 on YouTube. Let's get into these couple because there's a lot to go through. Luke and Mel, I feel like I am watching paint dry with the two of them interacting. Could they just pull the plug and just go home already? Steve and Rachel. Rachel is doing a whole lot, and I don't know whose laugh is more distracting, Rachel's or Rebecca. But you know what? We just love to hear brides laugh anyway. Now, the lesson with David and Alissa. David, you knelt down on that same knee to propose to Alissa, and this is what happened. You busted the knee, and now she's got to stitch it back together.
Yeah,
the
that's
lesson
so weird,
is,
isn't it?
Do not
I didn't even
capitulate.
think of that.
Don't compromise. Now, Danny and Beck. Danny, you asked the right question. Beck is definitely not ready for this process.
No.
Now, Scott and Gia, I know y'all are looking like a great couple, but I am waiting for the fireworks to start exploding any moment now. Steve and Rebecca, I have more hope for you than the last couple we saw the last time that were the senior lovers, okay? Now, Chris and Brooke. Chris has just been matched with his, nightmare. A beautiful girl who does not think that he's a catch. And that is exactly what he needs. Maybe he'll be humbled a little bit. But y'all, we are here for it. We got more weddings coming up. Thank you so much, Sweet Daddy Angel, for doing a weekly live. And though it is way too early for me, because it's 2 a.m. in my time, I will catch the replay and I will definitely be going all the way. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one.
Thank you, Elson. Wow, so many excellent memo me's. Remember, when you watch the episodes, you can always just email them and I'll add them to the live shows on the Sunday before the next week starts. memome@rehashed.com.au. Thank you very much for the super chat.
Super chat.
Thank you very much to Little Miss Enigma. No, put Little Miss Enigma up again because I want to read her comment and I need that to not go anywhere. Thank you very much. Little Miss Enigma said, like last year, wake up in the middle of the night with your theme song playing in my head. Looking spunky. Do I? It's sweat. I'd like to say it's very hot here today and there's just like so much stuff that plays to make sure that this all happens. So sweaty. And I can't afford aircon in this room. it's a whole thing. We'll get to it. Hey, a huge shout out before we get to some top 5 comment of the week. I just have to shout out to all of the members who actually make this channel possible. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. We've had some people who have joined during the live, which I really do appreciate. Vintage Kerry, who I mentioned before. Brossy Gaming also joined. Jenna, thank you very much. Lil Z09, I really appreciate you joining as members. You can too. It really does help out. And I think I'm going to do a dinner party live. I don't know what it's going to be for yet, but I've just heard some things about the dinner party, and I don't know if it's going to be just for members or what, but I feel like stuff's going to happen. You know what I mean? All right, let's get to the comment of the week. And congratulations to Astro Zach von Vombatuch. You check out this name. Astro Zach Vombatuch 7721 with his banger about Gia's uncle says, I'm obsessed with Uncle John. Where's his spin-off series? So many unanswered questions. Why did he say he was so happy to be invited to the wedding? Is he the dark horse? I'm assuming that means black sheep of the family. Dark horse says to me, like, black sheep I think is the bad one. Dark horse is like someone who's going to like do great things. I'm not saying that black sheep can't do good things. I'm the black sheep of the family, okay? I like to tell myself that. On one side of the family, on the other one, no. What did he do at the last wedding to warrant a possible non-invite? So many questions. And so, Astro, I commend you. I thank you very much for that comment. That is the comment of the week. Now we need to get to the top 5 because the show is going to start. Let's go to the top 5 moments of the week. I asked you in our posts. You sent through many top 3. If you want to know, there's a lot of chat that goes on in the post section at YouTube here at Wilko Rehash. So, and you can also just comment random things as well. You can just put up a post of your own in the community page. So go and do that. If you have any questions or things that you think I need to see, you can absolutely do that. Let's just go through the top 5, shall we? I guess at number 5.
What are you looking for in a girl?
Like a female version of mum, you know?
Like, I don't know. I don't know what you mean with that, Steve Jr. Boatman. Like, I just don't understand. A female version of mum. No, I still don't get it. Thank you for your votes on that one. At number 4 of the top 5.
I really, really, really need you to do that for me because that is like my dream.
Will you marry me, Alissa?
Yes, David. I would love to.
I really need this.
I need this from you. That is number 4. That one got a lot of votes, that one. A lot of people sent me messages about that one. And there it is. Number 3 in the top 5 of the week.
Taking the piss, right? Committed enough to get married. Do you think you're just giving me the little pack? I think so. Yeah, that was a bit strange.
Like, what's the point? Like, at least kiss me on the wedding stand. I don't care. Like, I'm sure she's kissed that many people. To work for it. I hate working for it.
Oh, God, you hate working for it. I know I didn't really give it a lot of time in the rehash because it was so thick and I ran out of time, but those guys, those mates of Chris's were so gross. They were so shook every time that she just didn't do what she was told, which was to put her lips on his lips. And we saw his vows. He gave her 0 reason for her to want to kiss him on the mouth. There was no vibe. No vibe. Even if she was questioning if she was like fully attracted to him or not, there was 0 vibe there. And then all of his mate, that one at the end going. So you voted that in the top 5, and I absolutely agree because remember the top 5 can be fun, it can be sad, and it can be stuff that makes us mad. And that's absolutely in there. All right, let's get to number 2, top 5 of the week, MAFS week 1.
Feels like a bit of a chore to try and get to know each other. We're not naturally blending. The best pizza I've ever had in my life was in Bali.
The last couple of times I've been there, I actually did get Bali belly, and it really rocked me for a couple of weeks.
That's why I use my Lanta.
I feel like the bottle works really well for me, or the liquid that you drink.
That's the Gap stop.
Yeah.
You usually leave the cross?
No, not usually.
Oh, God, I love it so much. And that's why I use my Lanta. What was the line from the rehash? Something about Princess getting the shits? I was actually really proud of that one. All right, and this was undoubtedly the #1 moment of the week from the top 5 for week 1 of Married at First Sight season 13. Oh, I love her so much. Play it again. Oh, God, I love her so much. Look at the anger in her face. Look at her. Oh, God, she's a treasure. She's a national icon. Who is she? Who is she? Someone must know her. I don't know if she's an actor. I don't know if she's a neighbour of Scott's. I don't know if she's just a lady that they said, hey, we're going to get this car to, like, bird down the street. Can you just, like, flick the bird? I love all of it. I absolutely love it. All right, time is running out. Thank you very much to everybody who sent their suggestions for the top 5. If there's something that happens in each episode, in all the comments of that episode, make sure you put it. Say top 5 moments, put it in the comments, and I will make sure that I note it down for our next live. All right, coming up this week, we have 2 more weddings to go in phase 1 of the experiment, because you know that we'll have intruders later on. Plus, our first dinner party. It's tomorrow night, guys. God, I've heard some stuff about it. Oh, I've heard some stuff. I'm pretty excited about it. Of course, none of it could be real, but I'm excited. Monday night, that is the night that it's happening, in case you're wondering. Monday night here in Australia. And you know what? I've said it before, but if it is messy enough, I'm going to go live after that. It won't be a full rehash, but it'll just be me talking about some stuff. Because I also think tonight's episode is going to make me really mad. So maybe I need to go live again later. I don't know. Keep an eye on the channel. Make sure you've got your notifications on. This is going to be a fast and loose 3 months. Also, I wanted to shout out my mum, who's been going through a really tough time health-wise. If you don't know, my mum is a huge supporter of pretty much everything I do. And she's a massive supporter of Rehashed. And she messaged me about MAFS, and I love my mum very much. And I just wanted everyone to send her some public love because she's a huge supporter, and I hate that she's going through some stuff at the moment. So, Mum, I love you very much. Now, let's check before we go. Have you liked this video? Make sure you give it a thumbs up right now. I see so many of you online right now. Why haven't not all of you liked it? That's so weird. And also the question, have you subscribed? And another one, have you gone all the way with me? If you have, I want you to put the bird in the comments in the celebration of our beautiful lady in the top 5. Play her again. God, I love it so much. Yes. Oh, she's so good. Yeah. Oh, and before I go, I know I'm really late, but do you want to see the dogs? Hey, boys, come on in. Come on in. Ari, come in and say hi. Everyone loves to see the dogs, and today they're prepared. Ari, come up here. Ari, come here. Ari, come up here. Ari, come. He wants treats. Ari. Ari, you're not going to get a treat. Come this way. Come up here. Come. No. Oh. Guys, it's not going to happen today. But the dogs are here. I promise they're still here. They're alive. And I must say, in the great words of a MAFS legend, not as much of a legend as that woman who flipped Scott the bird, Celine, we must say, but you left.
You left.